give me water. I need water. Just be playing. My goodness. Now, how did we get here? How did we get here? Of course, this is the total representation of the voter region, and we're bringing you live dance, drama, and beautiful moment right here in the studios of Joy Prime. This is Prime Morning, and this is how we begin the show here on a Friday morning. We're elated to come your way once again to make sure that we actually bring you the very best of everything you need when it comes to celebrating the Ghanaian culture. And today, this is how the show is going to be. I'm super elated. My name is KM. Yoshala will be joining me. We have lots and lots of things to talk about. News flashes coming up is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, folks, Papa Pathie, Obi Aposa will be joining us this morning. We've got trends for you. We've got sports for you as well. Nathaniel and the team will be coming through with some updates in the world of sports. And then a bit later, we've got the evolution of Cover and Sled. Yes, so we'll be looking at our very own costumes, what it has been in the past and what it is right now. All of that coming up right here on Prime Morning. And guess what? You have no idea what is about to happen here on the show today. Make sure you get interactive with us on social media. We're streaming live on Facebook, and our WhatsApp line is active, so you can join us over there and share your thought with us. This is Prime Morning, and this is how we begin our Friday morning. The weekend is just around the corner, but we are here, and we're making sure that in the next 4 hours, you're totally educated and entertained and informed. If you're ready, I'll be doing this again. Hey. Hello, and you're back here on Newsflash here on Prime Morning. Of course, this is where we talk about the front page of the newspapers, and then also get to hear from you on a Friday here on the show. It's proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, phones Papa Pathie, and we are asking you to make sure that anything you want to buy in terms of gadgets, you definitely have to buy from Franco Trading Enterprise. They're the best, and the number on your screens are the numbers. You can call us on Google Play. You can download our app. It's the Franco Trading app over there, and you're good to go. We've got television, we've got new CCTV cameras, we've got refrigerators, we've got also iPhones, Samsung, Nokia, and we're giving you 40% on any accessory that you buy from us. Umpewe now, come through and purchase from us this morning. Shola Adeyemi, aka Dabi Fever, aka Dabi.
What did you say when we opened the show? Why do you make Ewe sound like Chinese?
I know, right? Because my Ewe is originated from Chinese. It is not the original. But you're looking good.
I saw you dancing. I was like, wow, okay, what did you do this morning?
I didn't have a choice. If I did, I didn't have a choice. You know, but I love it. It's energetic. I don't know how they do it. My waist, man.
I tell people that Ewe bobo and the whole Ewe dance and the agbaja.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you don't have strength, you can't dance it.
At all.
It's not the easiest dance to do.
I'm beginning to now think that I'm growing old. Yeah, because I
didn't say it.
Couldn't do a 30 minutes dance, like really?
But still, you killed it. You killed it with your elbow.
Oh boy.
Jakpata, Kev,
you know
and everything.
But you can also join us. And those of you who will be joining us via Zoom today, you know that we have the Zoom session when we read the newspapers. Those who will be joining us via Zoom today, please do well and represent a bit of Ghana in you. You want to see them in your Ghanaian, clothes. You can just represent any tribe, any region. Just wear something Ghanaian.
Let me see that in Ewe. Nyawe zolo in dena mi for her, but a kukulde. Those of you who join.
Oh, are you serious right now?
Nyawo he mia join mia be Zoom egba me de kuku. Na wo mia do in the he signify be mia we nye gbegbeto alo mia we nye Ghana to ta me de kuku mia ba udodo de next show be de mia we nye nuka Ghana to mi say ya my mother will be so proud of me when she is.
You tried. You tried. I can say one or two to save my life.
One or two lines
to save my life.
That's all.
In dynamicata,
it's the fact that it's really Chinese away from me.
And I'm sure my grandfather will not be happy. He's not be happy about this. But I don't know. How do I make it up? I can't. I've tried. It's not working. But let's see. Very good morning to my Uncle Moses. Good morning to my Uncle Ernest. They've tried to make me, learn the language,
but it's not working. In fact,
I think that it's difficult. And the funny thing is this: I tend to learn the Ghana language more easier.
I don't understand. I think it's a thing, I always naturally gravitate towards it. Because I speak. I think my guy is a little better than my Ewe. I speak Ewe.
I'm the same.
I understand it, but my guy maybe. But the Ewe language is sweet. It's
very sweet. It's very sweet, but it's difficult. That's what I think. But they say it's not.
It's not.
Because they can speak it, so they say it's not. I can't. Unfortunately, I can't. But we're excited. We're proud Ghanaians, and we're very, very happy to be doing this. And so please make sure that, like we say, if you're going out, if you're stepping out, you're going anywhere, you're going to work, you're visiting your friends, you're just casually going out, put a bit of Ghanaian in you.
Right.
The foods, let's eat them. The dress, let's put them on. The language, let's speak them. All right? Great stuff. So let's try and see if we can do some Ghana.
Yeah. Me make Is that good morning in Ghana?
I have no idea.
Fine, those of you who join, how do we say those in Ghana? When you were bad join, was Zoom, fine, Kewomba, fine, Ghana atali. Because we're Ghana month me.
Ghana month me. Where sure.
You make the guns come for us.
Yeah, in town, my guy.
Oh, that's really good. Oh, okay.
All the guests used to move in town, my river can small water. Then check. Small I'm a for. I'm a for.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm a here fell.
Oh, there's a song like that. I am a felony.
You make my mama go.
Oh man, I love God. Now I'm thinking of marrying a guy.
You already, they have prophesied to you that next year you have to give us twins. And you want to marry a guy?
I have no idea. I'm just thinking about it. Prophecies don't welcome. Anyway.
Please, if you're not, enter his DM right now.
Prophecies don't welcome. Anyway, now this week, you all know that we have the finance minister present the budget, and a lot of conversations have come around. Everybody trying to see where they can fit in and where they can't fit in and what they think about it. So this morning we want to hear from our viewers when we get on Zoom. What's the highlights for you when it comes to the budget? Let us know where you think you fall in. If you're a teacher, if you're a nurse, if you're an assembly member, which of the budgets that excites you the most. Let us know, and that's what we'll be doing. But please do well and dress well. Lit up your room so we can see you and share your thought with us. What do you make of the 2025 budget, which was presented by the Finance Minister?
Right. I mean, you have to look the past. I think you said it at large. We are preaching Ghana. We want you to eat Ghana, wear Ghana, dress Ghana as much as you can to join our conversation because, hey, it promises to be so much fun. So make sure that you come correct. Look like FO or look like Davi, look like Nimek and Name if possible. And when we go to the Ashanti region, what are we doing? What do they wear?
Kente.
Kente.
So on Monday, I think I did Kente.
Kente, right.
Yes, Monday we did some.
And I took it to the Western region, right?
And you represented the Western region,
yes. So please come correct, Ata.
Very well.
Right.
Now, let's check the front page of the newspapers that we have over here.
Right.
We've got a few of them. I'll start off with the Ghanaian Publisher. And on the front page, it says, history will remember Akufo-Addo. Amina Adam says so, and that's the former finance minister. It says that history will remember Akufo-Addo. And 5.7% GDP growth not due to illegal mining. Ghana Statistical Service says so. And away from that, GJA charges government to protect media practitioners. That's also on the front page, and it has the GJA president Albert Kwabena captured on the front page. Now, the big one this morning is that we've got a new IGP.
Right.
The person of
Mahama.
But a lot of people didn't see this.
They didn't see it coming. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Because I realized that it came out as a surprise.
We have Nab on Zoom, so let's try and see if we can speak to Nab. Nab is one of our regular Zoomers, as we put them. Okay. Nab, good morning. How are you doing? Hello, Nab. Are you there? Okay, I think we're having difficulty connecting with Nab on mute, if you can hear me.
Yo, hello, good morning, KMJ.
Good morning, my brother. How's it going?
By the grace, we're doing well. It's been a while.
I know, it's been a while. We've not seen you for a long time.
As I took a leave, I'm back for good.
Okay, can you put your phone properly, put it in the center or something? I think we're losing half of your face. Yeah, so if you can just reposition it a bit for us, it will be good. Yes, Nab is one of our regular Zoomers. He traveled a bit.
It's okay, KMG.
I think we can manage this. Yeah, it is okay. This is okay. Good.
Oh, okay, so first of all, let me say special greetings to Abanga, NPP Abanga, is Yakubu Hussein Abanga. Incoming national youth organizer of the New Patriotic Party. And a very good friend of mine is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to Erica Enimwa MP of Kempiski Hotel in Accra. Erica, may God bless you, and you're such a wonderful person.
Your 30 seconds is gone.
So yes. So concerning the budget, I think all of us we are very happy that at least the e-levy has been taken away, and that's one thing that I can take from the budget. And another thing which I really detest about it is the fact that they said they are not going to employ, they are not going to do any recruitment, and it is really captured in the budget. So if the finance minister comes to tell us that it is not true, or like what the minority in parliament is saying is not true, then it is very problematic. Then it means that we don't know how to read or what, because it is captured black and white in the budget. And so he should come again. If perhaps maybe what he presented to Parliament is the wrong one, then maybe he should look at it and withdraw and bring the one that has the recruitment of Ghanaians into it. Then he should better change it.
Okay.
So Yes, so that is all that I can say for now.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Very well. Thank you so much for joining us as well. Now, and enjoy your day.
Right.
And yes, so you can also join us on Zoom and share your thought with us. Let us know what you think about the budget for 2025. It was presented in the floor of Parliament this week.
Right.
And yeah, we're still having conversations around it.
Yeah, but before he came on, we were talking about the IGP and how, I mean, everybody knew that most people, it was a sure banker that there was no way that Dan Parry was going anywhere because you know how
didn't know what time he was going to go.
Exactly. I know that there were talks that he may not be seating on it as much. He may not be as, you may not retain the position, right? So to hear that he's been taking off, I am still in shock.
Yes.
Because, you know, people paint this man as a, you know, prominent guy. He does extremely well. He has reformed the whole police service. Right. So to see that, well, I mean, everybody's reign must come to an end at a point.
Exactly. Especially political ones. Political appointments are not guaranteed, you know, whether you're staying in or not. And so, yes, that's the new IGP, Christian Tete Yohunu, is the man that you want to be looking for if you're looking for the Ghana Police Service now. And that's the front page of the Ghanaian Publisher this morning. And let me see if we can get a few others that we'll look at before Shola brings in what she has as well. Ensure CEOs comply with assets declaration law. Muhammad directs SIGA boss. And he's been very, very, very serious on this asset declaration thing. I think the third time he's speaking about it or so. So, yes. That's a big deal for him. Now, MPP Minority Press Conference on 2025 budget statements, and you can read about it. They've spoken about the IMF. They've spoken about many other things that they believe that the ruling government is not letting people know what exactly the real states of the situations are. Now, Geological Survey Authority, UENR, signed MOU to collaborate in geological investigations. And that's the University of Energy and Natural Resources. And they have done this with the Geological Survey Authority. The school is in Siane, and over the weekend I was there, and yes, I think I went through that campus as well. We're going through a couple of the campuses, and I think I went through that campus as well. So yeah, great stuff. Okay, I understand we have Master Planner. Pick Master Planner.
Hi, Master Planner. Good morning. Hello. Master Planner, can you unmute?
Good morning.
Right. Good morning. How are you doing, Master Planner?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I am very well. Thank you. So we are still talking about the 2025 budget. And what key thing can you take, or what can you take out from it? And if you can, please speak first of all, what do you speak? What Ghanaian language do you speak?
I speak Twi.
Twi, and macho. Yo. Now what to say me?
Okay. This morning I saw my good friend KMG dancing.
Right.
I never knew you can dance.
No, today he's FO KMG.
I'm FO Jagbasi.
Let me say a special good morning to you and then your production team.
Right.
And then also Abanga Yakubu Fuseni. He's doing a fantastic job for the New Patriotic Party.
Right.
And we call him the youth president, aka Ubiabe Didi Peche. Abanga, wherever you are, special good morning to you. With regards to the 2025 budget, after the reading of the budget, I got broken heart. Till date, if you look at my facial impression, I'm not all that a happy man.
Because
why? It looks like we've put Ghana's car in a reverse gear and then no driver in it. It's very, very suicidal. If you check, there is what I'm saying that if you check the projections in the budget, it's so heartbreaking. President Nana left us with an international gross reserve of close to $9 billion, which can sustain the country for about 4 months.
Right.
But in the 2025 budget, it has been reduced to 3 months. Sustainability. If you look at growth projection, GDP growth in the 2024 budget for the whole year, I think it's 5.7%.
Right.
But in 2025, it has been reduced to close to, I think, 3.4%. So the country is retrogressing.
Right.
If you read from the budget, it clearly says that every 3 months, they are going to increase electricity tariffs. But how much salary did you increase in terms of government workers? Aside that, we have a government that after resuming office, you sack people from their work. Now, go and read the budget, 2025 budget, page 84. Embargo has been placed on public service employment.
Right.
You sack people from job and place embargo on employment, and then remove betting tax. So where are you sending Ghanaian youth to? You are sacking people from job, you place embargo on employment, and you are telling us to go and be betting. So the future is bleak. One thing that really pained me was that after reading the budget, I saw a budget allocation of 3.5 billion Ghana cedi to free SHS, which is a good thing.
Right.
But Ghanaians, we don't have short memory. President Mahama told us during campaign that President Nana invested 2 billion in free SHS, and if he has 2 billion Ghana cedis, he's not going to invest it in free SHS. What has changed? Today, you are allocating 3.5 billion Ghana cedis to free SHS. Hypocrisy and dishonesty.
Right.
You are telling us, oh, when I come, I'm going to remove COVID tax. COVID tax has not been removed. President Nana in COVID revenue projected 2 billion Ghana cedis. You are projecting 3 billion Ghana cedis as COVID tax revenue. What kind of hypocrisy is this? So President Mahama, his 2025 budget has clearly showed that he is going to what? Not make anything different. It's the old story now. Nothing new is going to come on board. So Ghanaians should not expect anything new. You should lower your expectation because they have nothing new in the budget to offer to Ghanaians. God bless you.
We've heard you. We've heard you, Masterclass. Thank you for joining us. Our Zoom lines are still open. If you have any submission, you want to tell us how you felt about the 2025 budget reading, which was just a few days away or ago, you can, tell us. But, well, let's get into... Oh, Akeseme is here. Yes, I know we have another person on Zoom. Hi, good morning. Can you unmute for me? Hello, Akeseme. If you can hear me, can you unmute? You've unmuted. Okay. Your internet, so can you go off and then rejoin again? Because we can barely hear anything you're saying. Okay.
That's
right.
an honorable death.
Right. Well, please keep it coming. Keep your submissions coming. We are still active on Zoom. You can come, tell us, and then we would see. But yes, we are still getting
there's another person on there.
Who is that?
Fake Up, I think.
Oh, Fake Up. Hi. If you can hear us,
Fake Up,
good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
What's your Ghana element? We asked you to bring us your Ghana wear today. You are not wearing your Ghana wear.
Last week I did, you were not around. You see.
Which part of Ghana do you come from, though?
I come from Gukugu district.
Okay.
In a village called, yes.
So how do we say good morning where you are?
Awonduali.
Anundwali.
Awonduali. That means how was your night?
Oh, it was good. So how do I say it was good?
The money.
The money. The money. KMJ, the money.
The money.
That's the moment I'm speaking like that.
Right. All right, so let's get into it.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
But talking about the budget, I think no budget is perfect. Let me put it that way. But every budget has a key things it want to address. But I'm not sure what this budget want to address. First of all, I want to say that there are a lot of new things inside the budget too that we can talk about, like the increase in school feeding program allocations, capitating grants, free senior high schools.
Right.
I think those things are good, and they are more or less a safety net something to protect the vulnerable. But as you are doing that, you need to also stimulate production within the country so that the country, the economy will grow to the extent that it will provide meaningful jobs to the citizens. But looking at the budget, I've seen that more of the expenditure go into consumption rather than production. Because I don't see how they are going to stimulate economic growth in this country. And I think that based on that, they themselves have analyzed and reviewed the growth downward to about 4%. So I think they themselves have analyzed in their way. But going forward, they should re-strategize the budget such a way that it will stimulate production. Looking at the agriculture, for example, which has a potential of employing a lot of Ghanaian youth, just 1.7 billion was allocated to it. And I think it's woefully inadequate because looking at it, how can 1.7 billion be used to produce crops and livestock to feed over 30 million people in this country and still create meaningful jobs? These are the mistakes our leaders have been making over the years and that have not been helping us. So I think that they needed much attention to be given to the agri sector to produce meaningful jobs so that this youth will get jobs to do. And every budget that is centered in consumption rather than production cannot help us. So that is my take this morning. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you. Thank you for joining us. We're still here on Prime Morning. We know that you want to talk about it. So, hey, join us via Zoom. But KMJ, now we go into Daily Graphic. And on the front page, this one says that Pastor Otabel urges strict law enforcement for national development. And you can find it on page 20. Right. So, KMJ, when you open Daily Graphic, that's what you can see. Anyone joining via Zoom?
Yeah, I think Akesime is back, so engage him. He likes to talk to women, so yeah.
Oh, hi, Akesime. Hi. So, can you hear us now?
Akesime, take your phone to the repairer because the phone is not working.
Because we can't hear you.
Your mouth.
Your mouth is moving all right, but we can't hear anything.
You see, I get you.
But, okay, hold on. Disconnect the headset. Okay.
Okay, please, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you, my beautiful queen.
Thank you. How are you doing? You look amazing.
Yes, I'm looking handsome. Thank you.
Which part of Ghana do you come from, my dear?
Oh, fantastic. I come from Seshibekwa, Western North.
Oh, all right.
Yes, the Queen Mother of Seshibekwa land.
Oh.
Yes.
You speak Chi, so it's Chi, right?
Yes, it's Chief. So me, I work with Chief and Queen Mothers. I work with respectful and responsible women like MJ, Asebia, Queen Mother of Seshibekwa, Nana Breniwa, and Edda Moses Kofi at Sombre.
Hey, I guess
Honorable.
Yeah, KMJ.
All right, and yeah, young call, give us your submission. 2025 budget, what do you think about it?
Thank you very much. Because of my old woman in the house, when I speak the English, I choose small on it so that they can understand it. Please, the 2025 budget, yes, first of all, let me say my regards to Edda Moses at Sompre. This 2025 budget.
Akesime, are you there? Oh, I think his network is terrible. Akesime? All right, so you will join again.
You cannot tag me and have a good network. No, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen at all. My ancestors are always with me.
But he says you to the whole yeah, so all these fans.
He was pretending. My ancestors know better.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I hear Guy is here. Hi, Guy. Guy.
Hello.
All right. Good morning.
Morning.
Where's your Ghana way? Where's your African way?
Oh, I will wear it when I'm going to work.
Hey, which part of Ghana do you come from? What language do you speak?
I'm calling from Ade, so I speak Ekuapimpi.
Ekuapimpi.
And I'm Messiah Fantini, so
how do I say good morning in Ekuapim?
Oh, marching.
Marching. So it's still marching, okay. And you're marching. Oh.
Pachosi.
Now, what's it? Oh,
so oye.
Oh,
yeah. All right, let's get into the budgets. You've had the reading by the finance minister. What do you think?
Okay, I must say you look splendid this morning.
Thank
Both
you.
of you. Your outfits are superb.
Thank you.
Well, to me, I think the budget, if you look on the face of it, from the highlights that the minister presented to Parliament last 3 or 4 days, I think on the facials you say it's good.
Right.
But the minority is revealing some things from the appendices. I think Ghanaians we should put our mind, and then it is drawing our attention on it.
Right.
How the government say it is allocating 78 million Ghana cedis for Honorable Felix Kwachu-Fosu's outfit alone. This is in fact, it is drawing some ears and then some concerns. I think we should cast our mind on it. The government machinery alone is taking 2.7 billion. For what exactly? I think the last government, we were saying it was bloated. You get it? We were saying the government was bloated, and then Akufo-Addo has hired so many staffers. Even that, the budget, the allocation for the presidency was 327 million Ghana cedis. But this one, a main government with a very huge and big stomach,
Right.
taking 2.7 billion. I think it's anything that we should. And then again, the minister was a bit disingenuous in its presentation, because as we speak now, nobody is paying a mission levy. He smartly put it in. Nobody is paying a mission levy.
Right.
Nobody is paying lottery betting or lottery tax, 10% on lottery, withholding tax on lottery. No. If he's saying betting, I am glad that yesterday he went to Parliament to correct himself. That is fine. But at least going forward, we should try to be a bit honest to the audience and then the people of Ghana.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining. KMG, we're still here.
Yep. And we're picking your calls on Zoom, so join us. If you just tune in and you want to share your thought, you can join us. It's proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, phones Papa Path here. This morning we're giving you the best of gadgets. Give us a call on the numbers you see on your screens, and also visit our website, www.francotrading.com, and you can download the app. Google Play Store is the Franco Trading app, and you can also get South Franco in your hands. It's that simple. That's all you got to do, all right? So grab your phones, your refrigerators, your televisions, your CCTV cameras, all of them from Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, phones, Papa, we love them.
Right.
Great.
Still on the Daily Graphic, on the front page, it says the President's orders audits of SOEs exercise to block inefficiencies and deliver value. You know that he said that so many times, and it's finally out. There's more in the paper. I know that, yes. So this one says that until noise, filth become election issues. The people also have brought out their, saying that they don't think that there's too much noise when it comes to election issues, and it seems not to have any concrete solution. All we hear is people talking, and really, truly, there is no solution on that. When it comes to gender, the Department of Social Welfare, we are still empowering women, right?
Yes, very, very necessary, especially where we sit now as a country.
Right.
I think that we need to do our best. Yes, a lot of things have been done in the past to ensure that we get to that point, but there's still more to do.
Right, there's still more. I believe that women are going far, and it's really beautiful to see. But I also think that the young ones coming still need more motivation. They should be empowered more. And, seeing that the Department of Social Welfare is making that possible, I think it's a beautiful...
It's great. I mean, we have a Women Development Bank that is coming, to ensure that women get represented in the budget. So that's a good one for you guys.
And also, unfortunately, 18 sustained gunshot wounds at Achem and Namase, which is quite terrible. You know, for some time now, there's been a lot of gun violence. Where is it coming from? I've been really worried because, I mean, we started the year already, and it looks like it's one gun violence after the other. And
I think it's one thing that the Ghana police would have to check.
They really should. They really should.
Because we've seen what it has done to some countries in terms of access to guns and all of that, and so it's something that we really will have to pay attention to it.
Right, but the good thing is that at least we've not seen 18 have sustained gunshots wounds. At least they only have the wounds. We've not heard about the death. They said 18 people sustained gunshot wounds during the enthronement of a new chief and queen mother at Achem Anamase near Odan in the eastern region last Thursday. Guys, we have to stop this, right? It really doesn't matter. If you do not agree with who is sitting on the throne, I don't think that you should turn it into gun violence. But hey, I heard that Christian is here. Hi, Christian.
Hello.
Christian,
good morning.
Good morning. Or today?
I'm doing well.
You're good? All right. So give us your submission on the 2025 budget reading.
Yeah, I think it's very good. This morning I'm able to join you to contribute my quota to the budget.
Right.
Yeah, I think this country, in fact, we have to be very observant. In fact, if you look at the way things are going,
right.
Though we electors, we are enlightening every day, but in fact, we still have a lot to do. Because looking at the budget, I think we have a lot because this government promised us cost cuts. They promised us that they are going to have few ministers and all those things is going to bring the cost to the country down. But upon looking at the budget, you could see that it is not so. Because I can remember quite well that 2024, the previous government budgeted 250 billion for expenditure. But this government and then opposition criticized them that the money was too much. Today, what are we seeing? 291 billion. You can see the inconsistencies. Look at presidency budget, 11.3 billion, where the last previous listen it was 8.5 when they were complaining.
Right.
So I think we have to really look at ourselves very well and be able to assess ourselves. Yes, we all want overbloating or all those things. We all want Ghana to move forward. But looking at what is happening, in fact, it is not helping us. So our plea to the government is that go by our ways. Go by our ways. Let cost cutting be your major decision, so that at least we can use those ones to construct our roads. Look at it, we are sitting for some them from Tichuluga to Wese. Our road is very bad. This road we have been crying and crying and crying. Really, the budget, I've not seen our roads in the budget. So you can see all these things. Meanwhile, the president promised us that if we vote for him, he comes, we construct our road. Now our road is still lying down. No, it's not even in the budget. You see, so all these things, let's, as a country, let's come together and look at it. Right. We all want Ghana to move forward. So please, let's do something. Our president to stand on his feet. And all what is in the budget, they should make sure that they implement it this year so that it won't carry to next year and then all those things, and then it will bring a lot of confusion. Right. So please, my decision is that government should try their possible best to fulfill their promise and fulfill the promise that they have given to the people of Lisonof.
Right.
Our route, he promised us a great college. He promised us a lot of things. So we are waiting on him to do this for us. Thank you very much.
Welcome, and thank you also for coming and joining us right here on Prime Morning. We are still looking into the budget. 2025 budget has been read. Our Finance Minister, Kaseo Atuforsen, has read the budget, and we want to know how you feel about it. Do you agree? Do you not agree? What are some of the changes that you'd like to see in there? How fast do you want the policies implemented? Join us. Our Zoom link is down there. You can join.
Yeah.
But also, still on Daily Graphic, there's good news. Government has reduced the prices of passports to 350 Ghana cedis.
I think it was just expensive.
Right.
You know, just being a Ghanaian,
Right.
having something that identify you as a Ghanaian, costing as much as over 500 Ghana cedis. I think that it was just...
And people were rigging it because you get to a place and they're telling you, oh, I can do it for you express, and then you are paying over 2,000 Ghana cedis for it. I mean, so to know that, like you said, as a citizen, something that shows that...
We didn't have to be, you know, paying something that will identify us.
Well, but good news is that now it's 350 cedis, so you can sleep, wake up, and go and get your passport done. Right.
Very, very, very necessary. Go and get it done.
Right, because you don't know when KMJ will call you that let's go to Dubai.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and KMJ, he's full of surprises.
We can take a trip.
Yeah, let's take a trip to Santorini.
You know, no, but I think that I've seen a lot of people who are caught up in situations that they will need a passport today and tomorrow to be able to, you know, make that trip. Because,
and you know, sometimes you even need to fill forms with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so it's necessary. I mean, once you're at a certain, you know, liberty to acquire it, why not? Just go ahead and get it and put it down. Don't wait and say, oh, if opportunity comes, then I'm going to do the passport. That is when you go and you'll be paying a lot of money for it.
Right.
You know, so whilst you're just waiting for that opportunity, grab that passport.
Get it now.
Anything can happen to anybody at any time. So yeah, think about it. Okay, think about it.
Is there more in your? Yeah, I think that is about it for this one.
All right, so I have Daily Dispatch over here, and on the front page it says that following Mohammed's intervention, Burkina Faso reverses serial ban imposed on Ghana. This is good. This is good. So going to Burkina Faso was good after all.
Yeah, of course.
We were saying all the things, and inviting him here was good after all. We were saying that he brought a guy, did that, he did this, and all of that. Now a ban on cereal has been reversed.
I mean, it's not a good thing. Me, I think he going to Burkina Faso was a really good idea. You know, that was part of his neighborliness, good neighborliness tour.
Yeah.
And to visit them to make sure that the bond is still bonding. Me, I agree. I really do agree. And I think Traore is a humble man.
Yes, and I like him.
I
don't know what anybody
do.
says about him, but I like him.
I do.
You know, I like people like that. They know that they are in power in a certain, you know,
capacity.
Exactly, but they also believe that the people matter.
Right.
And I need to make sure that even though people have a certain mindset about how I occupy this seat, I still have to make sure that I am able to let them believe that it was not for the bad intentions. And for me, he's done exactly that.
And he's shown working.
You know, so why not? I want to be his brother, man.
So as he became to Traore?
I want to be his brother so much, so bad. You know, so yeah. Charlie, if you're watching me, I want to be your brother.
He's not watching you, BI. He doesn't want FO. He's fine.
I'm going to Burkina next week.
Nobody will take you.
Stand up heads Mohammed's anti-flood task force, and that's also a story you can read about in page 2 of the Daily Dispatch. And away from that, Imani and Professor Ainin moved to Supreme Court to restrain President Mahama from removing security heads until ongoing cases determined. And that didn't see the light of light because the president decided that, okay, before you get to that court, let the IGP go. And people are blaming Imani and Prof for this because they believe that the president wouldn't have said a thing or even think about saying that the IGP should step down or be removed until this issue came up. And they think that it's infuriated the president in a certain way. It might not also be the case because maybe the president has decided that I'm going to let him go at this point. And coincidentally, it meant this, you know, court, whatever it is. But
Anyway,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Anyway, so are we done in there?
Yeah, that's the front page of the. Yes, the back page you have Alliance of Drivers Ghana announces 20% fare increase effective 17th March.
17th March. Hey.
Somewhere.
Hey.
Well, they gotta be careful.
They really should. They really do.
Yeah, so that'll be all for the newspapers.
Yes, but do you like comedy?
I do. I think I have a bit of comedy. I call myself God's good humor.
Right, and I think you're pretty funny.
Yeah, but,
it's just that I won't consider you a
I'm blushing. I'm blushing. You know, somebody asked me, why are you not doing comedy? I said, if I step in, I'll be ampersand, the lights will always be.
Oh.
And the guy said, oh, that's funny. I said, yeah, it's really funny.
Right.
Because I don't know I'm going to do this.
But like you said, there are so many of them that have changed the face of comedy in Ghana.
Absolutely.
One of them who is really doing well is Obi Amponsa.
Great guy.
Great guy. When he stands on the stage and the crowd he can pull.
Yeah, I mean, who else did where Jimmy say?
Hey, Obi Amponsa, Oberema. Maybe I okay because I genuinely love his jokes.
Yeah.
I think that he's very funny, but he's also very intentional about what he's saying.
Yeah.
He educates, he makes you laugh. By the time you leave an Obi Amponsa concert or stand-up comedy, you should leave with something. And he always does that, impacting the community while making us laugh. But hey, Sweetie Abochi, our own Sweetie Abochi from Joy News did a feature on Obi Amponsa, and I'm itchy to see it. I know you also want to see, so take a look at the feature, and then when we come back, there's more.
Once upon a time, before comedy became a solo sport of quick wit and sharp punchlines, Ghana's comedy stage was dominated by theatrical storytelling and dramatization. The maestro of concert party, Bobokala, could fill the National Theatre with ease, drawing crowds hungry for rib-cracking sketches and slapstick humor.
In Ghana, before I became very, very popular, the most popular comedic style was concert. And it was done in the local language, you know. And concert is actually classified as comedy. If you're defining comedy, concert would be called slapstick comedy. They were doing amazing slapstick comedy, you know, we call it concert in Ghana. Concert party. They were performing slapstick comedy.
His mastery laid the foundation for a rich comedic culture in Ghana, one rooted in vibrant performance and elaborate humor.
Nkomode and Bobokala, they knew their audience. You know, they knew their audience, so they tailored their performances to suit their audience. And they tried as much as possible to be contemporary. Ghanaian audiences love that. I discovered that myself. The more contemporary you are, and the more you're able to relate the contemporary issues to regular day events, the more popular you get. So I think Nkomode and Bobokala were in that vein. Even before them, there was Bob Cole. Bob Cole, you were not born. I remember. Bob Cole, you were not born, because even I was a little kid. But he was, I think, Ghana's first foremost stand-up comedian, Bob Cole.
But as the curtain fell on one era, a new form of comedic expression was waiting in the wings. From theater halls to boxing arenas, Ghana's comedy stage evolved.
Bob Cole started this way back. And then as I was growing, you know, the likes of Nkomode, but they were all latter-day saints, you know, because the earlier ones were the Kakaku group. It was also a concert party, but we had Kakaku and things like that. That was way back, you know. The departure started when Fritz Bafo and Tommy Annan Forsen also got into the fray. Fritz Wafo was a stand-up comedian. He had performed so many times in Nigeria, and he was known, you know, even before the Nigerian comedians became popular. Fritz Wafo was doing stand-up comedy, you know. So he came to Ghana. He was doing stand-up comedy, and he teamed up with Tommy Annan-Forsen, you know, who at one point also did the morning show on Joy FM. So I think it went from the concert, local concert thing, and then Fritz emerged with Tommy Annan-Forsen, and they came in the scene for a long time. KMSM came after Fritz and Tommy Annan-Forsen. Now we have the new school. Fantastic guys.
Legends like Bobokala, Inkomode, and Ijako ruled the stage with their theatrical storytelling. Humor was larger than life, performed in troops with dramatic flair. But one man, one microphone, and an eager crowd, that simplicity was elusive, almost unimaginable.
Good evening. Are you cold? Are you okay? You say you guys wanted the government to change the National Theatre air condition. Give that for Akufo-Addo. He has tried. Hey, Akufo-Addo need fans crowd. You don't clap for Akufo. MPP need back.
The 2000s brought a fresh breed of comedic giants: Acrobato, Funny Face, Foster Romanos, and DKB. These pioneers and many more stood at the crossroads of theatrical heritage and solo performance, ushering in a new era of humor. Their work laid the Flint foundation for the next generation. And leading this transformation is a man whose rise mirrors the changing face of the craft itself. This is the story of stand-up comedy in Ghana and the meteoric journey of its brightest star, Obi Amponsa.
Let's welcome on stage a legend. He has done it consistently for 10 years. Who can ever do it better than him? Raised so many giants in this game, giving many hope. With a round of applause and some scream, let's welcome on stage Obi. I can't hear you, Obi. I can't hear you, Obi. I can't hear you, Obi. Amponsa. Hey, make some fucking noise!
We're going to have a conversation with the legendary Oberima Amponsa. Remember, this is Stand Up Obi. So let's unravel this man. Oberima, it's great to talk to you.
It's great to
on
talk
Joy
to you
News.
Abochi. I like the legendary status.
Yeah, because you are a legend.
Yeah.
Tell us what life was like before the version of Obi Amponsa that we get to see now.
That you get to see. Wow. So I grew up typically in the Bronga-Hafo region, like all my life, all my adolescent life, primary school, GHS, SHS, uni. Yeah, uni level 100 continuing, we're all in the Bronga-Hafo region. So my dad is a civil servant, now he's retired. And so they kept, transferring him from maybe, he started from Wenchi, went to Kintampo. From Kintampo, we went to Drobo. All this while we were following him. Yeah, so from Drobo, we went to Insawam. No, from Drobo, we went to Goso. And then my mom has to follow him. My mom is a teacher. So she follows him everywhere he goes. She takes a transfer and then moves along. And then we, the children, also follow. So that's how it was in our house. But then after work, my dad would just sit us down and start telling jokes. I'm not going to lie.
So it did run in the family.
Oh yeah, my dad would just sit us down and start telling jokes. And at some point, he'll use my mom as the throw point. And my mom is just enjoying it. We are laughing at her and she's just having fun.
I mean, can you see the crowd? Did you see the crowd? Like, I've told you that people love this man. Yeah. Genuinely, I actually do. I was there. Were you there?
That was a big show. The Book Marina show was
I'm
a big
telling you.
Yeah.
Like, that was the highlight of my December.
Yeah, it was a great show. And we're looking forward to great.
Right.
Videos.
But we'll be speaking to Obi during Trends. He'll join us on Zoom. So you have to be there for this conversation because we have to know the secrets behind all of this. You heard him. Oh, who is the wedding?
Where did you say?
It's an optometrist too. So I'm wondering, like, Obi, you have a lot of explanation to do. So he'll join us via Zoom. You don't have to go anywhere. But I know that we have a pastor joining us.
Okay.
Yes, and he's going to be joining us very soon. So we'll go on a quick break. When we come back, there's still more right here on Prime Morning. Do not go anywhere. KMJ is here. The dance ensemble. They're still here.
They're still here. Incidentally, they'll be giving us some good music, and Franco Trading Enterprises here as well. So yes, make sure you buy from them the gadgets you want. 40% discount on all accessories you buy from us as well. So this is really a good thing. All right. So go check them out. Franco Trading Enterprise still. Phones, Papa Pafi. Newsflash was proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. We're back in a bit, right?
Right, we're back in a bit. And you are still watching Prime Morning right here on Joy Prime. My name is Lois Shola Ademi. Fofonyo, Mamanyo, Migala Fialo, Prime Morning Lisa. If you have not watched Prime Morning, come and sit down. Never now Prime Morning, right? My hour is getting there. It's getting there. But hey, right about now, we are getting into a very interesting conversation. It's still Ghana month, but we're looking into music and we're going to the church a little bit, okay? I have with me Pastor Kojo, and he's going to be telling us a little bit, Kojo Ateng, he's going to be telling us about a beautiful event that is coming up at ICGC, Calvary Temple, and we're going to get into it. Hi, Pastor Kojo.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's it, Danny?
Mehuye.
Yeah, where's your African wear? When I'm saying you're Ghana man, didn't say this
this
France ma.
Oh, this doesn't.
And I won't. No France ma won't. Next time I'll banana what on to man.
That's it. That's it. Akpe.
Oh, you see, that's what Ghana man is about too, learning each other. But anyways, let's get into the conversation.
Yes,
I know that we have a beautiful event coming up.
Yes, please.
But before we get into that, I know you're a music pastor. How did that start for you?
It's been many years, over 22 years.
Right.
Leading praise and worship in church, conferences, a few invitations here and there.
Right.
And God has been seeing us through.
Right.
Yes, the journey has been on and off, but with perseverance and consistency, we are here today.
Right. I like that you said that it hasn't been the most easiest journey.
Yes.
So let's get into some of the challenges that we faced along the line to where we are.
Yes, doing pastoral ministry and also doing music, the two, sometimes it even conflicts. When you have to be in church, you also have an event here and you try to, if you don't have a very understanding leader or a pastor who understands you, your bishop does not really understand you, it creates a bit of problems here and there. But thank God, we have a good father who understands our ministry as worshippers, and not only to confine us within the local church, but gives us the opportunity to also be a blessing to the body of Christ.
Right.
Yes.
So how does it work? How do you find the correct balance? Because aside ministry, I'm sure you're married, you have kids.
I have 3 kids.
Exactly, 3 beautiful kids. How are you able to balance ministry, not only ministry, now you've added music to it, and then now you're a family man. What's the balance? How do you balance?
So I'm one of the people who believe that music in the church must first be looked at very well before we extend it for commercial or whatever gains that comes with it, because the gift is supposed to be of benefit to your local assembly, to the body of Christ, and then to the world at large. Because when we minister songs like this, we are not only looking at the church, but somebody out there must hear something. Is a way of also witnessing Christ to the nations. So much as we believe that we need to start from home, it must also grow, that it may be of benefit to the entire world as well.
Right. Now, you know that music is important, especially when we enter into the house of the Lord.
Yes.
But people have perceptions that is slowly turning the house of God into more of a, people only go to church for the the dance and then the music. What do you think is driving this perception? Because now I hear people say that young people only go to church to go and dance and come home.
No, it can never be true.
Right.
Because once you find yourself in an environment where good music, good worship is being played, it sits you down before you are fed with the word.
Right.
And don't forget, the music itself, the music in church, the worship in itself it also carries the word of God. So once you are in that environment alone, you see, I don't know why they think it is because of the music. Even if it is because of the music, they come.
Right.
Once the music catches them to sit down, we are able to tell them what God wants them to hear.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes. And it's not only in church. Music plays part of everything that we do. Politics, conferences, whatever it is. Even the farmer goes to farm and they put their radio somewhere under the tree.
Right.
The music motivates them to work. By the time you are aware, it's 6 o'clock and you are still in farm. You don't even know.
Right.
So music sits people down. It relaxes people. And especially godly music.
Right.
Yes.
So when you get to the church and you listen to it, it doesn't mean that it's taking your mind off the word of the Lord.
No. That is the base for you to be prepared to hear the word of God. Every good preacher will tell you that when the worship is good, when music is good, it enhances your level of ministration.
Right.
Yes.
Right. But they tell you when the praises goes up, His glory comes down.
Yes.
So let's get into Banquet of Worship. It's coming back. This is the 6th edition.
Yes.
I mean, it started 6 years ago. What drove it? What even birthed this beautiful event?
Okay, so I believe that worship should not just be a raw thing that we present to God.
Right.
It must come in a presentation that gives the best of us. So we combine all the elements. There are elements of worship, the bowing, the lifting of hands, the music in itself. So when we put all these things together, then we are able to... So I liken it to the story of Isaac and his 2 children. He said, he called one of them, he said, go to the bush, prepare me something good. And after I have eaten, I'll release a blessing.
Right.
So when we gather like this, we present various kinds of attitudes, worship acts. And then when we put them together, God is satisfied. He smells the aroma, and then he descends with his blessing.
Right.
Yes.
So 6 years ago.
Yes.
I know it's been 6 years.
Yes, we started in 2018.
Right.
And it has been great. It has been building up step by step.
Right.
And we keep saying that Banquet of Worship is not just an event, but it's a divine feast.
Right.
Yes.
Right. I like that. A divine feast.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But this year is coming again.
Yes.
When is it happening? Where is it happening?
So
Sunday.
This Sunday.
Just this Sunday.
Yes.
Okay.
So a day after tomorrow.
Right.
Calvary Temple, ICGC.
Right.
Spintex Road.
Right.
And we are starting at 4 p.m. We are trusting God for a great outpouring.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Now, you know these events don't work without great, powerful ministers. So who are those on the bill that we should be expecting to see?
Oh, yes. So this year, God has really honored his word.
Right.
We are having one of the great fathers so far as word ministration and worship ministration is concerned.
Right.
Apostle Abraham Lamte.
Okay.
He's a very good man.
Right.
He's my father.
Right.
And this year, he's blessing us. Okay. And I love the way he carries us a bit of, and thank God we are in Ghana, man. So he will be blending some tree with Ghana, with Aigbe.
Yes. Also for to see, I don't say
So Apostle Lamte will be coming, and then also my own brother, Owari Jr., very dynamic worshiper.
Right.
And we also have the Kainos Choir, my own people, Calvary Temple, that's our youth choir, a combination of 2 choirs. And when they combine like that, it's something else.
Right.
They also be ministering. And I have a few features as well, Bright Music, Ike Warren, Call Bassam. They will all be joining me on stage as we progress. Yes.
Right. So what should their expectations be? Because I know it's going to be a night of worship, but those at home, what should they be expecting when they come?
Yes.
And again, what time should they be there?
Yes. So anytime we are coming to God, we come with a heart that is prepared.
Right.
Because miracles do happen, but it happened to people that are prepared, that are ready.
Right.
So even Jesus, before he was announced, God made sure that the people were prepared, people were being baptized. So in every gathering, God has his own way of announcing somebody. It can be anybody.
Right.
So we are inviting everyone to come prepared, expect that God will definitely be in our midst, and something awesome will happen.
Right.
I don't program the Holy Spirit. You can't. But once we open up the atmosphere for him to come, he descends and he does what he wants to do.
That's what he wants to do.
Yes.
So it's happening this Sunday. What time?
4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Yes, please.
Be at the ICGC Calvary Temple, Spintex Road.
Yes.
Be there. Come and enjoy. Come one, come all. Tell your mother, tell your father, your siblings. Come and meet God on a personal level through music. And that is what Pastor Kojo is promising us. He says when you come, you will enjoy yourself. Doctor, I'm expecting to enjoy myself. Is it ticketed? Is it
No,
free?
please. It's a free event.
It's free?
It's a free event, yes. That's
wow.
Yes, it's a free event.
Right.
With the help of my senior pastor and a few other people, we are able to carry this.
Right.
So once you are coming, come prepared.
Right.
It's the presence of God.
You heard Pastor Kojo saying, come prepared and you will enjoy. It's going to be happening on Sunday at 4 p.m. But still on that music note, it's Ghana Month. Thank you for joining us. It's Ghana Month. We're still enjoying music. Music drives the soul. Music makes us happy. And what a way to get into music than our own traditional, music. So Ghana Dance Ensemble is on standby for us. We will take a quick break. They will give us a beautiful performance. When we come back, it's time for Trends with me, your loyal Just Girl. So don't go anywhere.
I'm
I have goosebumps, literal goosebumps on my whole body because, this is work that has been put in. Obi Amponsa has put in the work. It's been 10 amazing years. And let me tell you, all of us can attest to the fact that every year his comedy, his stand-up comedy keeps getting better and better and better. So as I said, the video that you just saw is a feature done by our own, Joy News' own Sweetie Abochi. If you know her, she's the host of AM show and Women Power and Politics on Joy News. And she decided to do this amazing piece of work on Obi Amponsa. And once again, I just have literal chills. Now, I told you in the beginning that we are going to be speaking to him, and he's on Zoom with us. Hi, Obi. Hi. Oh,
yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Obi. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
I've been straight, I've been hustling out here, you know what I'm saying? So, straight.
What's this with the accent, bro?
Yo, I gotta do the accent, because if you don't do the accent, these white people, when you crack jokes to them, they are unable to understand your accent because it's thick.
Okay.
Because they are used to one, so I'm kind of waving my way in. You got me?
Right. So you're trying to fit in the system.
You feel me?
Yeah, I get you. But how are you doing? How's life going?
Life is good. Life is good. Let me come back to Ghana accent, my dear.
Right.
Life is good. I came to the United States to try a few comedy clubs and do a few shows for Ghanaians in the diaspora actually. Right. So yeah, I'm out here trying jokes and working. That's just about it, like comedy stuff,
Right. Now we will get more into what you're doing there, but let's go back a little bit. First of all, it's been 10 years. 10 years didn't come just yesterday. Now for those who don't really know backstory about Obi, how he started, let's give them a little backstory, right? So 10 years ago, what was Obi doing? And he decided that, okay, I want to make comedy a thing.
10 years ago, I had just completed from the University of Cape Coast. I just finished optometry, so I did my first show actually 10 years ago. That was 11 years ago, in 2014, in my final year in level 600. And after that, I realized that was it for me. Comedy was the way forward for me. Like, I had so much passion in it. I enjoyed doing it even when I wasn't getting paid. And so I realized that was it for me, and then I decided to pursue it. So 10 years ago, I made the decision to start stand-up comedy professionally. Right. And so I started by that, and that's how we got here now. I did a few comedy clubs, like not a few, a lot of comedy clubs. Right. I started with a comedy bar with James Brown. Sammy Flex put me on Plaza FM, Friday comedy. I followed this guy, what's his name? David Abra. Right. David Abra to Kumasi. Right. And then it was there that Charterhouse came to see me, and then they put me on their first show. So it's been an up and down, It's been great.
Now, it's been 10 years so far. There were people before you, right? But anything we know is the fact that comedy keeps growing year after year. The audience are changing, things are changing. So how do you keep up with the changing world and, the new dynamics of the world?
Because comedy, especially for me, I do a lot of observational comedy, and I try to talk about what is actually happening more than like joke about dogs and cats. Like I would rather talk about what our politicians are doing, what maybe a popular figure is doing, what a religious figure is doing. Some of the topics that Ghanaians are a bit reluctant to pursue. Right. I kind of go after that. And we are realizing that the world is big. You need to broaden your knowledge. You need to work on your jokes. You need to write jokes that appeal to a broader audience. And so our writing has changed. The jokes that we used to do, even some of the jokes that I used to do like 5 years ago, I listened to the joke, I was like, really? This is what I said?
Do you cringe?
Yeah. Some of the jokes are like, okay, this could have been better, you know. Right. So but I mean, it's a developing stage, you know. So we try to adapt to changing culture, changing sensitivities, and all of that. We try our best to fit in, because right now that NDC is in power, if I start making jokes about NDC,
right,
people would think I'm MPP.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a love and hate relationship when it comes to us and our audience as Ghanaians.
Right.
But they love us because they realize that we do our jokes without any malice intended. We are doing the jokes to make people. No comedian will step out of their house and his first intention is to offend anybody. No,
right.
It is to make the people laugh, and that is what we try. We try to do our best at.
But let's get into some of the challenges, right? Because like you just said, when it comes to politics, and you're one, as you said, you do a lot of observational stuff and you put them into your craft, right? But what are some of the challenges? Because now you have to deal with politicians coming at you, you have to deal with an SDA church member saying, oh, why is not Papa Yukoka in your way? So what are some of the hurdles that you face, you know, even putting your work together? Are you thinking about everybody before putting it in there? How do you feel?
Some of the, you see, jokes are jokes, okay? And the fact that you are able to relate to a joke doesn't mean I know you personally and I'm talking about you.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And also, audience are beginning to realize that if I can laugh at this, I should be able to also allow myself to be laughed at when it's time for me to be laughed at. So, Ghanaian audience, we love them. They appreciate our humor. They come for our shows. And so gradually we are all getting there. But the hurdles are there. Some people do not like you to talk about their political figures. Some people do not like you to talk about their religious figures. But I mean, it's just like the frog and the scorpion story, where the scorpion needed the help of the frog to cross the river.
Right.
But the frog said, you, the scorpion, you're going to sting me if you get on my back. And the scorpion said, no, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
He said, if you sting me, I'm going to drown you.
Right.
Drown you.
Right.
Then the journey started. They go, and then scorpion started stinging the frog. Your life depended on this, and you were stinging him. And the frog asked him, why are you still stinging me? Realizing that I could drown you right now.
Right.
He said, it's not me, it is just my nature.
Right.
You understand? So some of the jokes, it is just my nature. I have to tell the jokes. I always tell people that comedians, the role of comedians are huge. You have realized that people actually attack comedians for making some jokes.
Right.
Because our roles are huge. Like, we are jesters in the King's Court.
Right.
Back in the day, there were people who would come to the King's Court and then they would make the king laugh. They could crack jokes about the king, and then the king would laugh at those jokes.
Right.
Meanwhile, they are drawing the king's attention to some of the anomalies that are in the system.
Right.
And only them could do that. Anybody that citizen tries that, you'll be killed.
Right.
And so that is our role as comedians right now, to draw people's attention to the anomalies in our communities through humor.
Right.
And that is what we try to do our best at.
Right. And at the end of the day, I don't think you should, or do you feel you should be apologetic for what you say?
No, I got to do me, you know what I'm saying? I got to do me, do the jokes, make people laugh, you know, without any malice. That's the whole point. But I mean, people are people. I actually did a joke about somebody's husband. The husband didn't get offended. His wife got offended.
Right.
Yeah, and bashed me on Facebook and all that. So, yeah.
Comedians are going through a lot. But hey, as I said, it's been 10 big years, right? And just in December, the feature we just watched highlighted that, how big it was for you, the crowd. I was there personally, and every day I say, anytime I see the videos, I have literal goosebumps, right?
Yeah.
For you, what was that like? Walking into the crowd, being introduced by your colleague, you walk in, you see that this massive crowd have turned up for me. And I mean, just to see me after a whole decade of putting in the effort.
The experience was just surreal for me. It was a little bit close to an ethereal feeling, like a heavenly feeling for me. Like, it was a little more close to a comedian's orgasmic moment. Like, on stage, you come into an arena and there's like 4,000 people surrounding you and crack a joke and they all laugh and you feel it in your heart. It's just a beautiful moment. And we try to create that for all Ghanaian comedians to participate and have a feel of that feeling in an arena, performing in an arena. It was wild for me. Like when I came to the auditorium, like when I got to Bukum Arena, and then I saw the parking lot. That was when I realized, hey, it's about happening. Like it is really happening. The parking lot, like people were. That is Ghanaian shows. If you want to know how your show is really working out, it is the parking lot that will tell you. That
will show you.
And this, the whole place was packed. People were like, yeah. So when I got there, and then the show actually started late, but people were cool with it. The whole performances went well. It was a sight to behold, and I always relish on that moment. I'm like, this is one of the best moments in my life. 10 years doing comedy with my friends and be able to pull Ghanaians into this place. Something that some musicians, some arts struggle to get. We are able to do with comedy. It's just an amazing feeling, because back in the day, you couldn't even think of it. Now we've sold National Theatre out, now we've sold Bukum Arena out. Who knows? Maybe we are doing Accra Sports Stadium for our 20th anniversary. Who knows? You know?
Right. But then it's also evolved over time, as I said. And 10 years ago, I'm not sure. So let me go back and say, what did 10 years ago, young Obi, did you ever see it coming? Did you envision all of this?
Well, not the Bukum Arena, but I dream big. For example, one of my dreams is to perform at Apollo. Another is to perform at the Madison Square Garden. So when these things come to me, I believe it is the lines falling in place for me. You understand? I believe life is a step. Life is a process. It started with Snap Cinema. I did 2 shows at the Snap Cinema. And then I did Popular But Broke, two other shows at the National Theatre. Then I went to do a show in Sunyani, and then I did this one at the Bukum Arena. And so it's a process. I believe and trust in the process, and I believe I'm on the right path. So we are carving it. We are carving it out. We are hoping for the best from now. So when it started, I wasn't really like hoping to do something like this, but I was hoping to work on myself. And the more you work on yourself, the more the products just come out. Because when this idea came out, and then I went to talk to Kofi Adinkra of National Film Authority, he was like, yeah, let's do it. Because he had seen my performances a lot, and he was like, I believe you can do this. And together we did it.
Now, I know that every time you feature politics in there is no way you are going to stop. But your Bukum Arena, show in December, we saw that you had a number of jobs, because you had the NDC in there, the NPP in there. How did you conclude on that, from the attacks that came?
Oh, no, I mean, people, you see, the thing is that when Ghanaians realize that, so I think Ghanaians are getting used to me and a kind of joke. In fact, MPP people say that they are waiting to see the joke that I crack about Mahama. I mean, so it's just like how it is. Political jokes, I'm never going to stop. I believe it's my role in society to play, so I'm not going to stop. My predecessors haven't stopped. The Dave Chappelle that I watched, the Cat Williams that I watched, the DKBs and the KSMs that I watched are not stopping, and I'm not stopping. So Ghanaians are understanding it. So there are people who actually come and they say, hey, crack that joke, let me see. So we appreciate the appreciation of our humor and our level of humor, and we promise to continue working hard.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Regards
you.
to you, KMG, all the people in that production room back there, and their condition they're enjoying. Big ups to you.
Right.
You.
Thank you. And keep the accents coming for me, right?
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Great.
All right. So, and that is Obi Amponsa, such a great guy, always giving us good comedy, always killing it for us on there. And I mean, it's been 10 good years. Sweetie Abochi highlighted that in the feature. And I mean, it's really, really amazing. We are still here on Prime Morning. Up next, it's Trends. You know, I have to let you know what's happening in the world. That is my job as your loyal Just Girl. So we'll take a quick breather. When we come back, it's time for Trends. Right, and it's time for your favorite segment. Every day I tell you that anytime it's stress time or it's just time or you hear, oh, it's just o'clock, then you know it's time for what's trending. And I am here to make you know what's happening in the world, okay? So for our first story, before we even get into the first story, look at me about to forget my Tasty Tom. How can I? I told you that Tasty Tom has so many beautiful flavors when it comes to spices for you. I know you've had Tasty Tom tomato paste, but hey, have you seen the spices? The spices always taste amazing. If it is chicken that you want to make your chicken stew, you will get it. If it's a stew that you want to add just to, you know, enhance the taste of your stew and then the aroma as well, you get the stew. If you want the shrimp as well because you want to, you want some, you know, seafood fill in your stew, your soup, just put it in there, okay? Get all the new flavors. I've told you from chicken to your jollof, to your stew, to your beef, to your shrimp. Tasty Tom has got you covered. Organically made. It is so good. When you put it in your meal, it is good. Trust me, every day I stand here and I come and snitch myself. I said I'm on a diet, but when I put this in my food, I eat like 4 or 5 times. Don't come for me. But that is why you should go and get your stuff. It's very affordable. You can find it at all the marketplaces, the shops. Just go in, walk in, ask for the spices, and you'll get them. They taste amazing, okay? Now let's get into our trends. This is quite sad. In December, our own Kofi Adoma, you know he works here. He used to work here. He is a journalist, and he's always doing amazing. Last year in, December, he went for a festival in Doma, Ahenkro, and was shot in the face. Now, people have had so many theories. People said, oh, it wasn't his face, it was his eye. People said it wasn't his eye, it was his nose. It was a lot. People kept having different theories after theories after theories. Now, after 2-3 months, he has come out to tell us what exactly happened. And we'll take a look at the video because in there, he lets us know how it happened, when it happened, and how he's feeling so far. He's not in a really good condition, but he has finally come out to tell us his own side of the story. Take a look at the video.
To see I make a say me tip pie me tip me, but I say me kasa ansana me nim die besi at least me kasa ansana die besi yes at least my kasa yes we say yes. Ebisi o dapi. Powder kakeni good nani. Ebisi dapi. Pepi. Enya sa. Pepi. Miti bi me say, hey, Ghana for at least mo bi mfanya me na mia abuno for.
Right. So this is very sad. It's really sad. I told you when things like this happen, until you hear from the horse's own mouth, a lot of people have different stories for it. You can visibly see that this man is suffering and he's been through a lot. It's like to be shot in the face, his eyes. Literally, it's very sad. Well, let's take a few of the comments that social media, followers have left. Kobe says that, Bra Kofi, nothing will happen. You will be fine in Jesus' name. Master says that I lost both eyes, or he has lost both eyes. No, not he hasn't confirmed that. DJB says, a nice-looking, energetic man, all of a sudden, hey, Chale. Kodet says that, Chale, it be only him, Pewe, knows what's going through him. I pray the Lord gives him the strength not to give up. We pray that as well. Angry Bird says that this dude covered every misfortune that happened to people, and it's so unfortunate he ended up on the other side of the misfortune and rope. Mahama Care the ball is in your court. Help this nation or this national asset. There's more. Leo says that, hey, Kofi, this is sad. He should have strength in moments like this, because in these moments, the people give up the ghost. We all remember him in our prayers. FF says that nobody on this earth knows tomorrow. We only hope and pray for divine direction and protection. Sorry, Kofi. Yes, we pray that he gets better and people get to his aid. He needs help. Please, let's get to his aid, because you hear his wife saying that she's scared that he may pass, because every evening before he sleeps, he always says that he's scared that he may pass. And I mean, as people have said, he's a national asset. He helps people a lot. This is the time we have to up and help him. But we wish him all the best, and we wish him speedy recovery. Well, away from that, there's news in town. Yeah, there's news. What news am I talking about? We have a new IGP, and this is IGP Yokuno. And people are talking about it because, you see, there are two people. The internet is divided. There's a school of thought that is saying, oh, I don't agree. There are other people who said, why did you take IGP Dampare away when after all these things you made us feel like he's not going away? Other people say that our own president is playing politics with all of this. But hey, whether we like it or not, there is a new IGP in town. He's been installed and chiefed, he's been brought, and there's nothing that we can do about it. Well, social media has seen it because, as I said, there are two sides. Some people agree, some people don't agree. And there is a letter that has been issued by the president. Let's take a look at it. So it was issued yesterday, March 13, 2025, and it says that President Mahama appoints COP Yohunu as Inspector General of Police. President John Dramani Mahama has, in accordance with Articles 91 and 202 of the 1992 Constitution, and in consultation with the Council of State, appoints a Commissioner of Police, Christian Tete Yokuno, as the Inspector General of Police. He replaces COP Dr. George Akufu Dampare. COP Yohunu, brings 40 years of experience to the position of IGP and is expected to oversee the modernization and transformation of the Ghana Police Service. So it's been signed and it has been issued. Whether we like it or not, he is a new IGP. So now let's get into comments, because as I said, social media is a little bit divided, okay? Son of a Queen says that 40 years experience, how old is he? Joe also says that, oh, he didn't appoint Bukum Banku. What do you mean? Barrow says that Dampare is the best IGP we have ever had in a long time. Why change him? The Voice says that not everything should be about politics. That's just not fair to IGP Dampare. He was a man of integrity and did his job so well, so why should he be taken out of the office? John says that Dampare showed working and was doing well, so why remove him? There's more. Pel Batista says that some positions like IGP should not be earned by political appointments. Chalet. Pi Kid says that the new IGP, they look like a Nigerian policeman to me. I don't know why. What do you mean by that? What? City Boy says that should Dampare be IGP forever when there are other competent men with fresh ideas to help the police administration and to ensure safety for all Ghanaian? Hell no. Crown says that influencer IGP is gone. Oh, you guys, allow the guy be, okay? But anyways, let's move to our final story where there's an activist. He's very, very vocal when it comes to things about the youth, about politics. His name is Ralph. Now, a few months ago, he came up, he confronted Honorable Stephen Amoah. You know, a few days ago, they had a little debacle, and it was not really looking good, right? Because in there, people were saying that it sounded like, Ralph was being very, very mean to Honorable, and Honorable kept saying, I don't like it, you are in my space. It created a whole lot of things. Let's take a look at that, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit into it.
Kind of Ghana for yeah, the mobile car to so and yet the union said the Ghana be queen.
Now, tax and now why you could be a baby. Those are the Omega, then go on Cadia. You're not a master. As I can tell you, I was today. camera in the Missouri, and I am a son, and I can almost say, I was a big fellowship. For instance, for instance, overall, but I catch it. Man, where are you? Roma than them. That's a you can have a combatant here. They have actually, we have to be what we I am a Vatican one with him. Now worry.
Right, so before the video that you just saw, as I said, they had a little, it's not beef, I don't call it beef, right? It was just an uncomfortable situation. And people were saying that Ralph doesn't respect. On social media, others were also saying that, oh, Honorable also, he should have spoken up. Do you understand? Well, a few days ago, we saw them again and they were smiling. And now social media, everybody's like, hey, didn't we see you guys a few weeks ago and you guys had a little issue? Now you guys are smiling with each other. Well, you take a few of the comments because, as I said, social media is asking what's happened, how did they mend their differences, how are they cool again? But hey, Kafui says that now we turn third persons, Vim. We says that he be stomach man. I keep saying the loyalty of a poor man can be bought so easily. Afapapa says that see them now before you pick a side in any fight, think twice. Ayomide says that why are they giving this guy attention? Still more. James says that he gave him a good advice. He is very handsome, being used by the devil. Be humble and don't let the devil keep using you. Well, so that's that. But hey, I'll leave you with a video of the day. Have you ever seen an old woman confronting Chinese people before? Yeah, you know that sometimes these Chinese men, they can be very annoying, eh? Well, this old woman was confronting a few of her Chinese suppliers. I think they didn't make her really happy. So that is a video of the day. And then we will see Ghana Dance Ensemble give us some melodious tunes and dance moves on the dance floor. And then when we come back, there's still more for you right here on Prime Morning. My name is Lois Shola Adeyemi.
One man design, you didn't do. All your design, all design you do for me. You do that, it's good for you. Me next time I don't do good for you because you are a liar. You are a liar. You are a liar for me today. Liar. Ah! Me, I give you my designs. If you not do, tell me I didn't do. Then you say I'll do. Then you do, you didn't do. Why? Because now no market. If you have your goods is going. Then he give you. Now you didn't do that good for me. You do your own old design for me. It's good for you. It's good for you. From here to China, long time. Almost 3 months now. Today the goods come. It's old design. Thank you. God bless you.
Me always solo.
Okay, this sounds better.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you. The first one you were saying sounded like Chinese.
Yeah, because
it's not
original. My way is not original. It's the China version.
Don't disgrace me. Don't disgrace me.
Okay, me also law.
Oh, God. Terrible.
No.
Right now, you're Beyonce.
Me also law.
No.
The beauty I'm a shower for.
Oh, okay.
Clap for me.
Because I was afraid you may disgrace me.
No, I don't disgrace you anyhow.
Anyhow.
Sometimes intentional. Intentional disgrace. Anyway, you're back with us here on the show. There's still Prime Morning, and yes, we're doing everything Ghanaian, and I'm sure you're also stepping out, looking good, looking like a proud Ghanaian and all that. In the studio this morning, we've got two beautiful guests, and we'll be talking about something that you know about in terms of what we wear as Ghanaians, and we'll be looking at the evolution of Kaba and Slit. I remember, man, back in the day, you have your parents, your mom put on a very beautiful, she looks so cute in it and all that. The Gen Zs are wearing things we don't understand.
No, right now you want to put me in trouble because, Mommy, don't watch this, but my mom used to literally forced me when I was younger to wear the kaba and slit.
Yeah.
But you see, I was a very lanky baby and I didn't have any shape. And all the people I saw wearing the kaba and slit had something to fill the...
Yeah.
So imagine a 10-year-old, 10 years wearing kaba and slit. To me, it didn't look too good.
Hey, it will still not look good
and
now.
everybody laughed at me.
It will still not look good now, don't worry.
Don't start. Don't start with me. See, where I am now, if I wear it, I believe, I've grown in body and everything. So, beauty is beyond body and then the shape and everything, right? If I wear it and I feel confident, that's all.
Give me some kaba and slit right now. Let's be sure. Anyway, our guests are in, so let's introduce our guests.
Right. So, as I said, this is a very good conversation we're about to have. Everybody's excited about it. I am. And we have two women who have been making sure that if it comes to oozing class, right, oozing confidence and instilling that in young people, these two amazing women are doing exactly that. I personally met one last month or last year somewhere, and it was at a seminar, and it was amazing, right? She touched my life in so many ways. I know that she's heard it over and over again, and probably she is tired of hearing it, but our guest with us today, KMJ, because I know that you don't disgrace me again, once again.
There's another name there.
No.
Okay.
So we have Jeanette Sunkwa Mills, and she is the CEO of the Jane M Saloon. Am I saying that? Jane M Saloon, right? Right. And then we also have Sarah Abbey. She is a fashion designer, and you look amazing.
She has a middle name, which is very...
I'm trying not to butcher it. That's why I'm not saying it. But can you help us?
Because we're Ghanaians, we want to, feel very Ghanaian.
I'm trying not to put the names anywhere.
So it's Kwakupo.
I got it right in my head.
So why didn't you say it?
No, it was in my head.
To me.
I have a Ghanaian name as well.
You have a Ghanaian name too.
Yes, since this is Ghana month.
Yes.
So my name is Janet Na Latile Sunkwa Mills.
Right.
So Na Latile, if you know the Ghana naming system, is very, very unique. Every Ghana name is like an address.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm the firstborn daughter of my father.
Oh, that's Latile.
Na Latile. And we pride we pride ourselves that we are all royals.
Right.
Okay.
So you have Na for the females and Ni
for the
males.
Right.
So my brother is like Michael Ni Latte Mingo.
Oh.
My maiden name is Mingo, but my marital name is Sunkwa Mills. He's also Ga, and he is Cecil Thomas Ni Lante.
He's also Ni, and you are Na.
Lante, and I'm
So
Na.
the queen and the king, you guys just met like that.
And we have princess.
You have princesses. I like that. I like that. Oh, and you speak Ebe too?
I do. My mom is Ebe. My grandmother is Dangbe. So I speak so many Ghanaian languages.
Right.
I enjoy communicating with people on their level.
Right.
And I think it's exciting when you can speak a unique language.
That's why I'm shocked that his always sounds like Chinese. It's terrible.
He has to up his game,
You have
right?
to
I'm therefore.
Right, because as I said, I have met you a couple of times, and sometimes I see you are speaking Ga, the next time it's Ga Dangbe, and I'm like, wait, this man keeps throwing me everywhere, right? But now let's get into the conversation, because this is very interesting. As I said, for a young girl like me, who had a perception about the kaba and slit, our parents, our mothers pride themselves in wearing them and told you this is what a true African woman looks like in her kente, or sorry, in her kaba and slit with her scarf on, or just her kaba and slit in her braids, and she's walking around neck high, shoulder high, knowing that she's confident. But things have changed for women. So I want us to go back into, you know, kaba and slit back then. What was that? What did it signify? And why did mothers and women pride themselves so much in this dress that now Gen Z see and say, oh, what are you wearing? Right.
So good to be on the show, and I'm happy we're talking about this. And I would say within the core essence of what we're discussing is personal agency, where you feel confident in yourself, where you own your space, you own your personality and your self-identity. And through that, you can build your confidence and really explore who you are to the fullest level. This is the discussion we're having. And I grew up with my grandmother. And she made no excuses for adorning herself in our African clothing. And you know what? At the end of the day, it makes you feel like a woman. You actually walk like a woman. We all know that when you look good, you actually do feel good. And we always say that beauty is so powerful because it empowers us to shine, it empowers us to be confident. That's the story behind how we dress, because it's our personality, isn't it? So she has some slittens and kaba, and the third piece that covers it. Yes, and the udasobo, and when she's going to church, and it's just such a nostalgic moment when I think about it. And my mother also evolved into that, but by the time my mother got there, it was the wigs, it was the eyelashes. I remember the first I told my mom, I'm not wearing no eyelashes, I don't like faces. Janet, no, no eyelashes. It means literally, would you come into this world and die without having worn eyelashes? Because I didn't want to wear wigs and stuff like that. But you know, at the end of the day, it's who you are and how you feel. So if it's about accessorizing that you've done so beautifully, if it's about wearing wig, if it's about udasobo, the person I wore udasobo.
This is udasobo.
Udasobo.
Oh,
like
udasobo.
Udasobo.
Okay.
You continue to wear it. The first time you know when you're having an engagement, on the list is udasobo.
You have that,
because it's our identity. The first time I wore it to church, my mother-in-law was like,
what do you have on?
It's like, what do you have on? You're a young lady. You're not supposed to wear udasobo. But you know, it's fun and I love it. But it has evolved. Now it's not called slit and kaba.
What is it called?
It's just an outfit, We don't call it slit and kaba.
Mention that slit and kaba, slit and kaba.
We always have a chat and you say, women of today, 50s, 60s, 70s, we don't look like our moms because we dress so differently. Right? So you won't see us with the slit and kaba and the cover. But the same print, and we are going to wear and adorn in something different that makes us so unique. The off the shoulders, the puffs, the this. Have you watched Bridgerton?
I have.
When you talk about she hasn't got things to put on slit and kaba, what are you talking about? You know, they pad you to make you look like.
To fit in it.
To make you look like.
No, we're not going to pad you. Now, let me get your experience as well. How has it been for you, the involvement?
Okay, so I would say where we find ourselves as Africans. So slit and kaba is part of us. And like she said, growing up, well, I also saw my grandmother and mother, their way of slit and kaba. And now you can tell the difference. But for me, I would say it's still the basics. Like, it's still the same silhouette. You still have the same pencil skirt. If it is a top, it's either up to the waist with a peplum or a straight seam. But in our generation now, I can say we have twisted it a little. Yeah, so before it was just a rope inside a skirt you tie.
Yes.
But now it's no more a rope, it's with a zip. Yeah, so.
It's just evolved.
Yeah.
And I remember growing up, my mom would just dress up and say, come and zip that. And I'm going,
we are still asking them to zip it.
They still do.
we still do.
Right, right. But I always come back to being young, because even though I can tell you that I didn't like it and I didn't want to wear it, I loved when I saw our mothers wear them. Because as I said earlier, it's the confidence that they ooze when they wear it. It's like your mom walks out and there's a whole light, and the way she comes at you, I'm leaving, I'm going to church, I'll be back, you know. She's excited about it. Why? And it has evolved. Now Gen Zs will not even wear these outfits because they think, okay, if I wear it, I look old. Why is that? Why are we thinking like this?
I beg to differ. I think they're wearing it, but they're wearing it differently.
Right.
Just check Instagram and Facebook.
Right.
So the kentes are coming out. Right. And you know the beautiful thing, the kentes are being personalized.
Right.
So you can call and order how you want it. You know, you can, and the beauty about Ghana, unlike in the West where you have to go into a shop and pick something off the rack, here everything is bespoke.
Yeah.
So it is made for you, and you can style it the way you like. So at the end of the day, you own it. You own the space and you own it. Of course, it depends on the occasion.
Right.
For me, I have about 4 designers.
Right.
Okay.
If I want to wear something easy in African print, I know where to go.
Right.
If I want to wear something in African print to the office or corporate I know where to go.
Right.
And if I want to glamming up for the evening, I know exactly where to go. And they're using beads for, you know, also. So there's so much happening. I think it's the most interesting time in Africa right now. If Bob Marley said emancipate yourself from mental slavery, it was not only colonization he was talking about. He was talking about us owning our space and being proud about it. From the food. When was the last time you went to a party and you were served an European dish? No. Or you listened to foreign music at a party. You know, it's that evolution that is happening right now. And that is what makes it interesting. So I challenge you guys, the Gen Z, please own your space. Even for the men, you're making some lovely things out there and it feels so good. You can see a kaftan with just a little touch of something. That is the beauty about it. It's evolution. Nothing has to be static. They say nature hates everything that is static. Because when you're static, it means you're dead. So as for Gen Z, look at you, looking so gorgeous. Look at you and owning it.
Interestingly, I want to wear like, you know, the old, the one that opens with the bat, and then you got it all fitted over here like that, a bit pencil, like, you know.
Bell buttons, they used to call it.
When I wear that, I feel really good as compared to when I wear a normal, you know, straight dress, trousers, the pants that has been sold for me. So I feel that, yes, we probably have to go back. And these days, you even see the Gen Zs, the artists, for example, wearing all those bell bags, Kitty, and all the guys are doing it. Is it that we feel there's a specific time that we have to do it, and so once we're done with that, then it ends there, we go back to our normal self, or maybe we don't even know the significance of it back in the time? Because I saw my dad wear that you know, pencil dress, and I see the pictures and I'm like, this looks so good with his tie on and all of that. We're not seeing much of that, but even the ones we're seeing, it's like just for occasions, once a while, and then that's it.
Yeah, so what you are trying to describe is we call it tunabu.
Tunabu, yes. Tunabu, yes, that's what the fans will say.
And well, so I would say it depends on, for me, it depends on where you are going.
Okay.
You understand? Okay, yes, so because if you want to step out well, you first of all have to consider the occasion. And even what you are going to do there. And I mean, that should help you to come out with something that you will feel good. At the end of the day, it's about you feeling good.
Right.
So, but like I said, the old styles are still coming. Like we have our pop sleeve.
Right.
This morning, I went online to check something, and I saw, I mean, in the olden days, it's still the pop sleeve, those big hand sleeves, and we are still doing it now. So nothing for me has really changed. It's just small things that we are trying to trace, but it's still the same thing. So if you feel I'm going to this occasion and I can wear this and I'll be okay, why not? Just feel free and wear it. Yeah.
Do we still wear them with a sense of pride like we used to do back in the day?
Now I would say yes. Maybe 5 years later back, you will say no because someone will say a trim. But now it's still fashion. It's about how you style it, and then you are good to go.
Right. Because you can go on. And
I was just going to add that it's also about role modeling.
Right.
Our children are seeing us own our space and dress in a way that we feel proud about.
Right.
So when they see that and we role model for them, they take it up.
Yeah.
So if you're a parent out there, unfortunately, I was listening to the radio this morning when I was coming, and a parent was saying, our kids don't speak our language. They speak YouTube English.
Right.
You know, you see a child who's never gone anywhere, and she's articulator, factor, and I'm like, what's going on here?
Accent and all that.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, come on, we're failing as parents. We need to educate our children and, of course, immerse themselves in our culture, in our traditions. I'm saying take away the bad ones, the ones that are not relevant anymore, make it contemporary.
Right.
The youth also want to look contemporary. They want to look good. They want to feel that they belong.
Right.
So my children, for example, you see them wearing this collage of African print in the trousers, and they own it.
Right.
And they love it. So I think we should own our space more. The beauty is you can adapt it to your personality.
Right.
So work with your seamstress, work with your tailor, work with your designer, and shine through what you're wearing. That's the beauty about it. You can't do that with European clothes because you're picking them off the shelf. Yeah, so I think that they should feel more proud.
That's true. I think that we can all agree that it's evolved so much that even me, right, now I'm requesting for dresses and a two-piece in an African print because now I like that it's evolved. Like, you look amazing. And you have a touch of Ghana in there, and then there are blings, and someone sees it and says, oh, so it doesn't have to be boring anymore, right? So we've seen that it has evolved. Well, we went on the streets because we wanted to find out how people were going to react, where we asked them, oh, Kaba and Slade, how do you feel about it? Do you think it has evolved? Did you like the old styles? Do you like the new styles? And they really responded to us. So let's take a look at the video. When we come back, there's still more right here on Prime Morning.
Style wom. Bitum pam style mo wa no bi hu a oye ne fotum ka pam style no. Ntinda do no oye person tete no.
Dia na me kan kwa no ne oni afọ slitten kaba woji. Ka opela tale no wo no e simple. She first say you na ka owo slitten kaba e fo. Be na ba pele puff ni ekola fele waist guidance. No wo na ka o mami me so be ni ka me wo e ba ka mama ko me enma me ni no e sa me e fine e fo.
Tena na marisha no me aka me petete no because she said the manager ja too much e ja won yo nwachi no wanum nyina go sa basa.
But this time there no so you fine na according to before flow it depends on the way omu share no. And then maybe more about to be dressing no na mabonti a who know about to be so a nice lady nesu the way dressing no city ani omu skirt tie bi ni nyama na in fact kono sa no so na the disturbances there nebra
the entire manager tete dia on say tete dia no sa tete mlem na nka adwaman ni ade no no sa na ma na nka man kwala ensei te say na de ene de ubehu abayewa bi na yotumi say anawe kwa boni adipie che say ese Ghana youth ni bebre
tutuku abakpebo puff agbo ekeni bi
o feel comfortable ko ka chomate abaka ke o mini o pe mi no wo e she be anele oba nyo pe fitting fine ko se tu we ba fine style na ba asabo fine e wo to me ele mi smo bi ane no ismo chuchu no
ade bia ya yusu ya atwam no gise bia ya san yan etimemufo no a ya ba no ya san kofa na se wa nkofa na mo be ya wadwen se bia wo be yusu tete kaba no se wo be sha wo bi hu se sha wo be hwe osa bakasa mami kura e de atare no wapam o ye hye no eti ene lectures de ya na e wo ho na ye apam a ye hye no enu bi na se wo yusu a wo hye e se tete adade ya atwam na atwam.
Now Kaba and Slate because it's nice. The designs, the styles are very, very nice.
And at the end of life room. At the end I am paying for type near idea.
Yes, and Kai Obianya Cabana Street when I demisans so what ka a yes I would do be shake we shake Cabana Street no would do a catastrophe to Bano. But in and I'm a fire Yamubano Yamumpe. And to Cabana Street today, Yapa, to my day, Yapa, so when you be a good no wapam the Cabana Street.
I like the modern one now, because the style is very simple and fine. So me particular, I like now the style that the simplest are showing it.
See and the cabano crowd with all the money open pama mutucha into manugu, but first in a day, mutucha into manugu. Both say pop no yanica see. Slate no so say a housewife and I say the pay fine. But now say much to try see it's that. It me to try to man crowd pieces in the crowd nya. And to me them pay old one.
Titidiano. Ya pama ya step shemu Emma ahana peja. Etimi obia ne style ope. Obia do chere do ope ne Kaba and Street obe pama se be be fata no de akoba bia. Na ye nanam na pam ne yeso ye beto so ne yeso ye pam ye mama musu fraye. E na ma yeso na se si anso so de aba ne modern style. Nti de opam bia opa obetima pa opa obetima pam kese obetima pam kito obetima pam de obetima fetu bia nti Kaba and Street de e ya mamre ye Ghana mamre so obia timi pam bi se.
Titeo no ompam Kaba no mo pam ne ekofom. Na womo nsanso emu pam manager kese esi emu nsanso kama enti na manage ho
it style na efe and a modern one na so efe but modern one na aba ne de enya grenye tete de na nsapof no kwa even though nsapof na sanso aba no ya modelizing na na efe ye de bia keka ho ama na efe chin first no. And Kaba and Slate today, we say Africans, Ghanaian, it's our culture. Say was so young tomorrow near me. Into so young tomorrow near me, my ye. See Kaba and Slate, they're more than once and I know so much than they true.
I mean, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Yep. Different views, right. All making one sense, and puff and all the stiff and all that coming in, you know. That, like you said, the Bridgerton thing, I mean, that's more like, you know, they copied from us. Because we've been doing this over the years, you know. You have this political suit that we're making now in a different form, but it used to way back. I've seen my dad put on that and, you know, has that. And then the shoulder pad and all that, you know. And so it's been there, it's still there.
Have you seen the caftans these days for the men?
I have. They look so good. Like, I'm like, did they have a meeting?
They look so regal. So elegant. It's about elegance.
Almost kingly.
I love it. I love it.
I see them and I'm like, really, these are really good things. That's why I like that even before we came back on air, we were discussing how creatives are doing well.
Oh, They're
thinking on their feet.
They are. You can equate them to any designer out there.
Right.
And we were also talking, you know, the thing about African prints is that it is our identity, and yet our manufacturing sector is not, if you look at the supply chain end to end, they're feeding these machines with everything imported because within the supply chain, we are not producing what we need to be able to have 100% made in Ghana. So your input cost is going up as the USD
it's also going up,
appreciates against the cedi. So you have the time, the cost of the fabric is so expensive.
And
so
that's a big challenge.
rather, we were talking about Broni Wawu, right? You go to the Broni Wawu and buy something which is within your purse, something that you can afford. So I think if we want to promote made in Ghana wear, we have to look at our industry. And we have to make sure that we're feeding them with input from Ghana so that at the end of the day, the cost doesn't go up.
But then can you agree with me when I say that that's the reason a lot of Gen Zs are staying away from
I don't think it's about cost, though. I don't think it's about cost. There's so much that has to be done from the mindset. But made in Ghana goods, they say, oh, made in Ghana goods, and yet, but at the end of the day, you see a content of a made in Ghana good, compare it to anything from Europe, and probably the content is better. But because it has the tag made in Ghana, the perception is that it's of inferior quality. So there's a lot of work to be done right here. We have to accept that made in Ghana is good. Personally, I believe that wherever God made you and put you there, if it's Ghana, everything you need from head to toe
it's there.
It's right there. It's right there, not outside.
And I like what the movie industry, especially the Kuma, would have been able to do over the years. You know, most of their storylines are driven around Ghanaian culture and how things were done back in the day. You see Nana Mama Brown wearing something very Ghanaian. You see the Low Wings all putting on, you know, costumes that takes us back into Gold Coast, but made right here in with a touch of Ghanaian.
And I believe I was watching K-drama, and in the decor, I saw a kente piece. I was like, are you kidding?
What are you doing there?
Did I just see kente out there? But the ownership of the Ghanaian kente as our national fabric has gone global.
That's true.
And you see great designers, I don't want to mention names, in Ghana that are doing amazing. They are on the catwalks in Paris, in New York, everywhere globally. And they are really showing off the pride of Africa. It's a shame if we cannot show off the pride of Africa. Personally, I'm always in African print.
I was going to say that I've never seen this woman not in an African wear. It's either in a two-piece. That's why I say I like the versatility of it. You can wear it any style, any way you want. Just work with your designer, right? Talk to your designer, let the person know your body type, what you have to wear, how you're supposed to do this. Because even to me, what we are seeing on the screen right now still looks really good to me. At this point, I may not even mind wearing it because...
Debbie Wade is a bit...
No, maybe not the skirts, but the top.
Even the top, there's too much going on. The pleats. Talia.
No, but I'm just trying to say that there's still beauty in there, right?
It's a pride that she uses.
Look at the opening on the other. I mean, it is
no,
nice.
maybe not.
But do you know this fabric is still there?
Right.
I think
fabric is still there. I think I have a couple of dresses in different shades of this fabric, but I love it. I love everything.
Right. So you would think that our designer is missing. She's not missing in action at all. She's about to show us the modern style, because I told you, or Auntie Janus has said that, you know, Kente Kaba and Slit has not gone anywhere. If anything, it's still, he has just been modernized, right? So, Sarah. Hi.
Hello.
Right, so we see a very beautiful, this is the Kaba, right?
Oh, by the way, Sarah is 10 feet tall.
Why are you doing
And she's got another 10 feet right next to her.
So this is the slit, right? All right, so take us through the design.
Okay, so this is Kente slate.
Right.
So like I said before, in the olden days, we'll have rope instead of the zip at the side. And the waist will not fit like this. So because of the rope and there is no slit, zip at the back, they will use the same hip measurement for the waist. So for you to have it easy to just put it on. And because of that, you realize that there will be folds around here because that is not the actual waist measure. But now we can see the change. Because of the zip, we're able to shape it well. There's no excess. So there's a slit and Kaba Kente that you can take it to any engagement or even as a wedding guest, you can still style it, and it will be okay.
Snatch.
Yeah.
These days they've been snatching their
So
bodies.
now we have. Before, they will do a lot of that.
Right.
Yeah, but we are still doing the that though. But now we have some bones in there to snatch the waist a little bit more for us.
But back in the time, they didn't have to snatch anybody's body. Because you look at what we're seeing over there, and it's still got the shape though.
It's
still got the shape.
So like I said,
on it.
Yeah. So like I said, the silhouette is still the same. Like the picture you showed.
Yeah. Right.
It's still the same. You can see the sleeves, the body type. It's still the same. But now we have introduced one or two things to make it look more beautiful than before.
It used to be.
Yeah.
Right. Even now I hear people say they don't even, I mean, you can shape it in a way that you don't have to wear an inner, right? So a woman can basically just pick this up, not be afraid, because everything here will be secured.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a cup in the bust line, so no matter what is happening, you can be sure that your boobs will be backed up.
Right.
What is a caution though is sometimes you get so snatched that you can't even breathe.
Yeah.
You know, we have to watch that. Or if you're driving, you know, how to get into the car is even an issue.
Sometimes how to sit.
I'm telling you.
Because you literally cannot breathe.
You're like this, right? It forces us to pose in the way. The posture is part of the whole deal, isn't it?
Right.
And previously to the slits, somebody, I think one of the ladies in the market was saying, you don't cut it.
No.
Okay.
They were sewn in, so in case you put on weight, they can just expand it.
For you.
Or if you wanted to change the style, you can just undo it and the fabric is still there. But here it is cut.
Right.
You know, and all sorts of things are going on. So I'm pretty excited about what's going on in the creative industry.
Yeah.
And some of the designers who are driving this. It's evolving in a very beautiful way.
Right. But
And this is very beautiful. I love it.
It really is.
Very, very beautiful.
It really is. I see a lot of beading. I think now people have understood beadwork.
Don't mess around.
I'm telling you.
Hey.
It has. But also, that brings me back to expense, right? The expenses. Because I know you said that it starts with the mindset. But let's come to the young ones like us. Because if there's anything, we are the next generation. We are going to take over. And we're going to make sure, or we want to make sure that we instill, okay, wear Ghana, eat Ghana, grow Ghana. More of the wear Ghana, right?
Yes.
I was telling you earlier that sometimes I feel that some of the prices are overly exaggerated.
Yes.
Because some of the designers are looking at where their shops are, which you cannot really blame them, right? Someone has a shop somewhere around Oxford Street.
It's expensive.
It's quite expensive. East Legon, it's expensive. So how do we blend? How do we get to a middle ground where a young person, a 15, 16, 20-year-old gets out to say, Mommy, I want to wear kente. And Mommy doesn't have to say, oh, if I sew kente for you, you have to wear it for 10 years because it's expensive.
Yes.
So where do we find the middle ground?
You know, I would say as a business person, it's about demand and supply at the end of the day, isn't it?
Right.
And it's about economics of scale. Economies of scale at the end of the day. It's about your input cost and therefore your selling price.
Right.
So if within the supply chain and the ecosystem, we don't start from the base up, you will continuously have products or end products that are more expensive than you would expect it to be. So I think we need interventions in terms of looking at the whole value chain and making sure that we manage the input cost so that by the time it comes out, it's not so expensive. These beads, I don't think most of them are local. I think they are also imported. These are local, and they are amazing. But these ones that they use for the embellishment, this, I don't think is local. I think this is imported as well. So the thing is about energizing the local industry to make sure that our cost of production is minimized at a level that allows us to patronize.
But Sarah, have you had such instances where people give you a design? Because sometimes I see some of the designs, I'm like, wow, you made them here?
Yeah.
You did them here? Do you have to, import some of the stuff you use in your designs?
It depends on what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah, it depends on what I'm doing. But like she said, the beads that we have here, well, although they sell them in town, they are not made here, so it makes it a bit expensive. And another thing that I've also realized is when something is in vogue, it becomes more expensive.
Right.
Honestly, I don't know why, but that is how it is. It looks like everybody wants it. So, and of course, you have some people who can afford. So, if you go and you can't buy, and they don't really care.
Right.
So, like she said, if indeed we want to promote our goods, then we have to check a lot of things because things are very expensive. And as a young designer, you have people coming to you. You want to do the same for them, you know, but it's so expensive that you want to do it.
You also
but you're also looking at because at the end of the day, it's business. It's not just passion. You understand? So if the government can do something about it, I think it will help because now we have a lot of great designers, great talents in this country. I have a lot of people asking, and I'm like, talent. So, I mean, if things are a bit okay for us, we can do a lot, and we will not depend on the Western side.
So, how much are we looking at this? Is it expensive?
Where it's coming from is not expensive, but it can be expensive from a different place. Yeah.
Because I was going to say it depends on your pocket.
So we're looking at a little over 1,000 or below 1,000 for this.
Over 1,000, plus the fabricated itself. Yeah. Plus
and you get people to buy them. Or you're running out of cost already. Like you're not making money.
But this is for a special occasion. So it's worth the investment. And it's something that you don't
to buy them. Do you get people to come?
Oh, of course. Like she said, if you are going to a program and you want to look good,
you want to show up.
You want to show up and
show out.
People don't mind spending if they want to look good.
Okay.
That is one thing I've realized. They don't really mind if they want to look good.
But you know the thing I find interesting is, you know, when you want to show up and look good, I mean, when you enter the room, everybody's like, oh, wow. But then you can't wear it too often.
At all.
Because everybody's like, we've seen this
I'm telling you, there are a few things in my closet. I'm like, I can't wear this more than 4 times. Are you sure?
Especially when it's very, the design is very unique.
So I'll keep them in my wardrobe. The most important thing is make sure your body shape doesn't change. Right.
Then you get to lose all of that.
You can't wear it anymore because it's sewn to fit you. Bespoke, they call it. So I have things in my closet for like 4 or 5 years, and I'm watching my weight. And then I wear it again every 2 or 3 years. So my husband is like, hey,
it's just been a while.
It's just been a while. So plan and manage your wardrobe. Have a few unique things, but have things that you can wear throughout. So this, I've had it for ages, and I keep wearing it.
It doesn't even look like it's an old
because the beauty about it is you don't have to wash it all the time. You know what I mean? But it depends. Everything I say is dependent on your lifestyle. If you're constantly out there in the sun, you'll be sweating, so you have to wash it. But if you're not constantly out there and you're not sweating so much, then you don't have to wash it that often. But yeah, I love styling because it allows you to ooze yourself and bring who you are as a person to the fore. And that's the beauty about it.
Really, it really
Great stuff. We're going to move to the GTA, Ghana Tourism Authority. Now, they have something special they're doing over there. It's a celebrity food competition as part of celebrating Ghana and Ghana Month. And so my colleague, Jackie, is doing the, just running around and trying to find what exactly is going on there. Jackie likes food, and so
you like food, but you can't cook. Let's go in there.
Cook Ghana. Jackie, can you hear us? Take it away.
And also also our lovely audience this morning. We're currently live at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park for the Taste at 68. That is an event initiated by the Ghana Tourism Authority. And just as you can see, we have a lot of people right here. We still have people arriving, but right behind me is where the food bazaar is going to take place. But they haven't started yet. But then I have Professor Kobi Mensah with me, the CEO of the Ghana Tourism Development Company, to throw more light on what is going to transpire today. Prof, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well, and thank you. And you?
I'm good, by God's grace. Well, before we come to today, how is your tourism doing? Ghana Tourism
Ghana Tourism Development Company. Well, it's going well. Currently, we're in the building stage. We've been doing a lot of, building together. I mean, we're trying to create our product and services. We're trying to sensitize people. We're trying to connect to the right, stakeholders. We have been in talks with Kwame Nkrumah, to find out how we can actually do our 24-hour, the night tours. It's been interesting. They have actually agreed with us to start that. We're actually in talks with Ghana Museum and Monument, obviously Jamestown. So we are speaking to the stakeholders to make sure that we can kickstart, and almost everybody is excited. We have a Ghana Tour Union Ghana Tours Union, Tuga. They are very excited about it. They want to plug in. We have the Monument people saying that this is excited. Quite a lot of people have actually bought into the Accra by night, or the night tours, if I should put it that way. And so we're looking forward to it.
Right. Well, Taste 68 in Ghana month. Tell us more about it.
Well, Taste 68 at 68. That is, we have 68 good dishes, indigenous Ghanaian dishes for you at Ghana's 68 anniversary. And I think that if you have anywhere to go, this is the place you have to be. Maybe so you have to be.
It's free, right?
Oh, of course. I mean, we are sampling foods. Obviously, they will be buying and selling, that you can come and buy some food, taste it. But we are sampling, other Ghanaian dishes. These are actually being curated by the Traditional, Dishes Association, the Traditional Caterers Association, the Indigenous Caterers Association. We have the Heritage Foods, and we have obviously the African, BBQ Association as well. So these people are actually providing the dishes for us. And there's a second part of it, which is the celebrity cooking competition.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. You're going to have Ochami Kwame. I can't wait.
And who else?
Ochami Kwame, Victoria Lebene, Mr. Beautiful is here, Ankla to the musician is here. And I think we have one person, let me just check, Joyce Blessing. Excellent. Oh, so you want to be here, for this one. And then, well, I knew my strength. I can't do the cooking, but I can judge. So certainly I'm part of the judges. Okay. We have the CEO of Ghana Tourism Authority, Mamefua, as a judge. We have Abeku Santana, which is the deputy CEO, as a judge as well. And then, of course, we have, I think, Gardner. Yes, we have James Gardner, who is the deputy, CEO of National Films. He's also a judge. And then we have Maki Kwenu, the president of the Ghana Chefs Association. So you have a lot to see.
So at the end of the day, what is the Tourism Authority trying to achieve with this?
Absolutely. The cuisines, or what we call the trying to figure out the other word, but these are essential parts of our culture, all right? We have to throw a lot more light on that. Ghana is not only about, saying culture, etc., but also we have amazing foods that people should actually come and taste, and they should, try and prepare them by themselves as well. And so we are trying to throw more light on our side of the other side of the tourism, which is the cuisines that we have. And I think that you would love it, when you come here.
Thank you very much, Prof. I will speak to you soon. But real quick, let me just take you around how it's going to be like today. So this is where the Food Bazaar, or the Taste 68 event is going to take place. You're going to start with a symposium. Then after that, that's the opening. Then after that, they will come here. Then everything will kickstart. 68 different dishes. That is all indigenous Ghanaian foods. Which food is your favorite? Mine is actually banku though, but I'm hoping to enjoy that today. So So most of the tables are still not set up yet, but we're still right here at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park to give you update on what is happening. And it's still Ghana Month, and this is throwing more spotlight on the local food that we have right here in Ghana. So KMJ, Lois, after the show, you guys should definitely come back here to have fun, enjoy. Come see your favorite celebrities cooking right here at Kwame Nkrumah Park.
All right, Jackie, thanks for bringing us an update of that. And I'm excited about it because there has to be some good food for me to eat.
Of course.
Just like Lois gave me, I can cook. So I'll go with polythene bag. I'll start clearing the food.
No polythene bag. You see, you're disgracing me again.
Save some food.
We'll get our packs, don't worry.
Okay,
don't worry at all. Don't worry at all. But hey, we still have Auntie Janet's in here. We have Sarah, who is also here. And I mean, we've been talking about Kaba and Slate, okay? Looking at how old it was and how we've modernized it. And it's great stuff. It's great stuff. It has rekindled my love for African fashion again. And remember that when you wear your own and you know, talk about it, you ooze confidence. You don't even have to speak. Just by walking in a room, you shine so bright, okay? Auntie Jeanette, yes. Do we have any, upcoming programs that you'd want to talk about?
In this month, well, I think the beauty about this month is I've been on several shows talking about women.
Right.
Of course, the affirmative action law and where we're going with it and the targets that have been set, like 30% of women in leadership positions, in corporate and entrepreneurial spaces, in so many different spaces by the end of 2026. And that's what we are all working towards. As you know, I belong to a women's organization called the Executive Women Network, that we train women on leadership qualities. And I think yesterday I was reading World Economic Forum reports that came out in January of this year. And it's talking about new skills that are coming up. And one of the biggest one is leadership and social influence. So not leadership on its own, but leadership and social influence. And of course, technological knowledge. And they're talking about hybrid intelligence being the combination of human intelligence, the brain literacy, plus artificial intelligence, which is the literacy of algorithms. So there's so much going on. And I think more or less is impacting how we live, how we perceive life, and the sense of ownership that we have about ourselves. And that's why I think the Ghana Month celebration is one of the best things that have happened to us. And secondly, what I think has happened as well is I listen to the news and I see a lot of people in the arts and creative sector being given responsibilities for diaspora, for tourism and stuff like that. And I think they are going to bring this Ghana Month to a level that we haven't seen before.
And that's
so get ready. You know, I was looking at you and I'm like, is he comfortable in what he's wearing? And then I'm like, okay, maybe that's what the youth is talking about, right? They're talking about comfort. And making things contemporary. So even if it's this that you want to wear, it has to be comfortable to suit your lifestyle, right? So designers out there, over to you. You need to make it contemporary for them to wear.
And Sarah, anything coming up for you?
So personally, I have a ready-to-wear brand. And I'll be opening next month. April. So
we should watch out for that. So please do watch out for that. I think this has been a really good conversation.
Okay, so the contact numbers are on the screen.
It's under there. So Sarah is opening next month, right? Which date?
22nd of April.
22nd of April, and we are going to be there and be there on time, right? Go and get some
and then
Ghana.
Let me talk about JNM Salon and Spa. We run the Ghana Month promo as well. And what we're doing is, so if you're first time coming to JNM Salon and Spa, you get a discount. And then if you ref a friend and you come with your friend as well, you get a discount. So JNM Salon and Spa, it is for your ultimate radiance. We look forward to radiance.
That'll be all for today, guys. We have enjoyed your company as much as you did with us as well. So we'll see you tomorrow, Monday.
On Monday.
We'll see you on Monday. Thanks for watching.